Hey everyone, Miacidae here. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Today we're going to be going and fighting Vvulf so he doesn't destroy anything in the Hamlet. The party that has so many chances to have something go wrong that it's not even funny, and I do not suggest using this party at all unless you really want to just do it for the lulz like me. Now, before we get into this, I do want to say that this is chose Vvulf, and I do not remember anything from the workshop page at all other than the fact that it changes the bombs, and I do not remember what the bombs actually do, if anything else other than that changes during the fight. I think he gets a lot more health too, but I genuinely do not remember. So I'm gonna find out in the fight what actually changes. He should be harder though than the actual vanilla version of Vvulf. Depending on how long this takes, we are probably going to be going and doing something else later in the episode, but we're going to be starting with this just so he doesn't destroy anything in the Hamlet. Now the group is starting with Lily, the White Priestess, because we have a few new trinkets that I really wanted to try out, and this is where the things could go very, very badly, just because one, I'm not great with dance teams, so I'm not sure this actually is going to work out, and two, I'm not actually sure how this trinket works. The fact that it says summon actually scares me, and that's why I want to test it out, because if it actually summons, that could be bad, and if it's just an extra attack like right of the third eye here from the gun witch, it's all kosher, but if it actually is a summon, it scares me. And the fact that it just says summon the Western merchant to assist with attacks genuinely scares me. No offense to the mod maker here. I'm sure you know what you're doing. Just the fact that it says summon scares me. We will find out. That's why I'm testing things. However, that also being said, if you notice the quirks on Lily here, the White Priestess, you'll notice I'm not doing anything to mitigate her stress. And that's where the other problems here come in. And that's where this is going to get really, really bad, because she has Ruined One. Now, high chance on turn start to blight the entire party, and then she has White Priestess, which will turn her blight after the turn ends into healing and horror. So she's going to get horror every turn, essentially, which is going to rack up stress very quickly. So she might actually get heart attacks from this very quickly, because I don't have anything that I could be using on her to mitigate her stress, like the set bonus here, minus stress if afflicted 90% or anything like that, which I would highly suggest using if you have the Ruined One. There's also a different White Priestess quirk that you could have that I don't have the right trinket to get that would help mitigate things, I believe, or a different set. So as you can see here, minus stress if afflicted, minus stress relief received if afflicted for the other White Priestess Purity set. So I don't have anything on like that will help with her stress, and she has Ruined One. That is really not a good thing to do, and I've shown that before. It's just the fact that this is a very short dungeon. There shouldn't be too many fights other than the boss. We'll see what happens. Now, the other part of that is she has the Ancient Dragon Claw, which I kind of wanted to play around with. So she gets plus 25% damage from this. However, on attack hit, debuff self. I'm not sure how long this debuff stands, but minus 25% damage if in the same position. And on melee attack, she will knock back herself by 1, so that will be her Umbral Knight and Knight Captain. And on range attack hit, she will pull herself, so that'll be Dark Witch and Heretic, which she can only use in various spots. So the plan is she's going to be starting off with Umbral Knight, going into Knight Captain. That'll put her in rank 2. Next turn she does the same, putting her in rank 3. And then she'll be using Dark Witch, Heretic, putting her in rank 2, and then she just dances from there. So hopefully she doesn't get too much of a debuff from the on attack hit debuff self while in the same position, but we will see. I genuinely don't know how long that lasts because I've never used this. Then we're going to be using Hush, the Uncrowned, who's, going to have his entire kit available. I did go ahead and buy his Color of Madness trinket, the Bones, so he has plus crit, plus dodge modifier per combo point. On dodge, he's going to gain a riposte, or he just will riposte. I'm not sure which it is technically, but whenever he's hit, he will gain stress. Then we have the Bloodlust Brooch. So minus speed on first round, plus accuracy, both hemorrhage and poison knife, gain 4 combo points on hit versus bleeding or blighted. And well, almost everything Lily does blights, so that will combo very, very quickly. I then have something kind of interesting in mind, but we'll see how it works. We have Diggs the Gem Hunter on our side, which generally isn't something I would use for a boss, but we'll see how this works. We have Promise and Prospect, Pack Tactics, Devious Dig, and Minecart Crash. She's going to mark targets in the beginning, then use Pack Tactics to put at least one if not two blocks on a target, buffing herself with stealth, and then extra accuracy and crit versus marked, which, you know, Promise and Prospect will mark her target for her, and possibly plus crits received, but I don't remember what their debuff resistance is. We then have Devious Dig if I want to stun, which will also bypass for post, and we have Minecart Crash, which will do damage to the entire enemy party, possibly stunning them, also stunning digs, and stumbling, which once again I'm not sure how that'll work. We're not probably going to be getting gems in the party, so the plus stun resist per unique gem in the inventory probably won't be a thing, but it'll probably be doing a lot of damage to the person in row 1, which sometimes, but usually not, is Vvulf. We then have the Sinister Scrollings for plus stun chance, plus crit, and a little bit of scouting that we're not going to be getting. Then we have the Stone Slayer Shovel, and rather than the trinket I had before, because I kind of realized she didn't have many melee moves, I'm going to take a gamble with her. I'm putting a Grimoire on her so she gets extra damage, extra crit, and she has a very, very small chance to gain an extra action, which Promise and Prospect goes off, then she can go straight into Pack Tactics, or if I use Promise and Prospect after Pack Tactics, I can go straight into Minecart Crash. One of the two, we'll see, depending upon where things are at. Then we have Junia, which basic setup, Judgment, Dazzling Light, Divine Grace, Divine Comfort, and Tome of Holy Healing, so plus Divine Grace healing, plus Divine Comfort healing, and Salacious Diary for plus accuracy, plus healing done, and plus debuff chance. Hopefully Vvulf isn't going to give me too much issue, but, you know, I might have created my own issues with Lily and Diggs. I don't know. Don't care about the camping stuff. I'm just going to bring all the food I can for plus healing. Might need a few shovels to get my way there. We're going to bring torches and then anything I can to help mitigate. I'm going to bring training ribbons. We're going to bring altar ribbons. We're going to bring amphitheater ribbons just so that things, you know, don't go downhill. And with that, I think we'll be good. I'm not sure he does for, especially Cho's version. So I think his yell just does stress. So I think we'll be fine. So I'm going to pop all these on everyone, giving Diggs an extra scouting chance too with her map, and we'll be off. See how this works. Now, I noticed this last time I tried to solo Vvulf, which was a very bad idea, but don't these brigands seem to have very, very low health? Alright, so I'm gonna Umbral Knight. You know, Skiddo did say they were going to update Lily after the last time I used her, I think. They really lowered the damage on this, didn't they? We're gonna hit the Fusilier. Because, remember, that was a free action. I do have Umbral Pact here. Umbral Pact 3. Which I thought before raised the damage a lot more. So. Oh, did that not move her back? I thought that would have moved her back because it was technically a melee hit. Huh.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, and that's what it does. Gotcha. Interesting and cool. I love the bird.
Formation is broken.
Very cool design there.
Offensive.
So we're going to do Pack Tactics here for plus crit and plus crit versus marked. We got two Aegises there. We are going to Judgment you.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Umbral Knight. And it didn't go off from that, but we will Knight Captain now, which should move us forward.
No quarter.
But then we move back, yeah?
No.
Oh, it's only 70% chance from doing that.
The birthplace of dread.
Gotcha. And then we're going to minecart crash. Just because I can. And now he's stunned. And then we are going to do that.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Eating a little bit of food we can just to heal up. And moving on along. Digging through that. Torching up. See what's in here. No, it said there was a map. Where's my map? Okay, now they have a bit more health. I didn't realize how low of a chance that was, so... let's hit the Gnasher. We resisted the move. And we have to move back. And he does like 4 damage. That's really cool. At the end of our action. I love the little bird.
Body and brain.
I will admit, it really did scare me because I wasn't sure if it was like an actual summon. And then, like, if it took up a party member space, that's when things go downhill very quickly. Can I pack tactics her? No. Okay. So let's promise and prospect on the raider. We did not get an extra action. We are just going to Divine Comfort. Huge heals. And then we're going to ambush, taking out the Gnasher.
Annihilated.
Then, let's do Umbral Knight, taking out the Madman. Or at least damaging him. Light should take him out. Minus damage if in position 2. That moved us to 1, and we're going to do minus damage if in position 1 now, and we did not move back.
Returns.
I think that's because of her resistance. Yeah, I think she's going to resist that no matter what. See, even with that move resistance, she has 70 resistance right now at this level. So I can basically count on this never going off. Interesting. I think this should have a higher movement base because otherwise it's not gonna happen. And then it's just minus damage if and whatever, and then it's base damage no matter what. Interesting. It's a fun concept. I'll give it that. We're gonna do pack tactics. Moving back. And we got 2 Aegises again. Then we're going to do Ban of Knives, because that should take out that Brigand. Hit this one, and... well,
Masterfully executed.
just damage, I suppose. Since we got the dodge, we got the riposte.
Be wary.
I'm going to bandage that. We're going to default party order, and we'll go up. Using a little bit of food again. Torching up. Looking here. We got 6 out of 14 for the quest. Torching up. Let's up the crits received on this guy. Then we're going to ambush him.
Impressive.
And down he goes.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
The Knight Captain. I probably need to think to move her back then, because Dark Witch and Heretic aren't going to work as intended.
A death by inches.
No one took damage off of that, did they? Alright, so since she's not going to work as intended, I'm not going to have the Heretic or Dark Witch. Let's do Guardian Nun moves her back by 2. Then I can do Knight Captain. And if I'm in that spot, yeah, I constantly want to be moving, don't I? I don't think he's size 2. That won't work. Dark Witch might be good for this though, because of protection. So we'll go with that. And I have a way of getting back into that spot for now. Alright, let's use our Holy Waters. Which, now she definitely won't be moving. Yeah, he has 350 health now. Barrel of Bombs. Carpentry. 24 health. It has a riposte. So I'm going to Umbral Knight him. He resisted that. We're going to Guardian Nun him, moving back. Which gives us a riposte. We are going to Devious Dig. That'll do some damage.
Decisive pummeling.
And then break it.
Exposed to a killing blow.
Funny that it has 0 health and is still standing there. A blue. Oh, it hurts him now. Cool. And then we will do ambush on him. Oh, she got an extra action because of the Grimoire. Cool. We'll do Pack Tactics and give him some Aegises. Unfortunately, that means Junia's going to take this because he already threw the bomb. Crippling Barrel of Bombs. Yeah, that still hurts.
Weakened.
I wonder if she got the debuff because this went to crippling already. Alright, I'm going to do Poison Knife to get Blight on next attack. And that should also get me +4 combo points from now on because he's blighted.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
We are then going to mark him. Or... oh, I don't really need to do that. I was thinking of other stuff, but... wait. Plus 16 accuracy and 10 crit versus mark, so that'll help out. For when I do Pack Tactics again. We'll do Promise and Prospect. Or what would do Minecart Crash do? Not much. Probably not stunning either, but it would take out the Hunter. And then I can Pack Tactics again.
Destroyed.
Very nice dodge. We're going to AoE heal here.
Soothed. Sedated.
He does horror. It's not much, but it's something. I don't think you can dodge that either. Alright, so I'm gonna get the minus accuracy plus damage received off of her. And then, does he have protection? He does not. So let's Umbral Knight, hitting that, or him. So he's bladed for a bit more. And then Knight Captain aims to do a bit more. And then our little owl, or merchant, does a bit more. And we're going to do... I didn't want to do that one. I wanted to do Everscrate. But would this take it out? It would, so we can get rid of Barrel of Bombs. It'll do Kablooey on him. And blight him for a bit more. Sure. That makes this... the fact that he has a lot more health, a lot more livable. We're going to give her some Aegises. So now both of them have it. Once again, we're going to AoE heal.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
I think you missed. Crippling Barrel of Bombs again. Yeah, pretty sure we can't dodge that. Dodge the bombs away, but the bomb's still landing there. We are going to do Umbral Knight on him. We have 2 blocks, but I'm gonna do Guardian Nun here, just to move back. We still have 2 Aegises. Our little friend attacked. Let's do Poisoned Knife, just to get the... Wow, we don't really need the blight. Let's do the plus damage receive on him.
Precision and power.
And then we get full combo off of that. And I can do whatever I want next time. Which will probably finish him up. Let's... hack tactics on Hush again. We will just Judgment. Junie is going to take the hit. He's guarding the Barrel of Bombs. I would have liked to see that have a different modifier, but maybe not. Ooh, I can do Last Rites. Sure. Now, I don't think I've seen the Last Rites for either Guardian Nun or Knight Captain. Knight Captain does slightly more. So let's do that. That was a lot. So he does go down to Blight. Oh, and then our little friend took him out. I was hoping for Hush to take him out with
Foolish horrors.
Everscrate there, but that did the job. We got tough bandages for the silent, plus 30 protection, and then on attack miss buff self plus 20 protection. So if she misses, she takes half damage, and then Manslayer Ring plus 25% damage versus humans. I think the only other person that this is super useful on is the Fanatic. I don't think I have any other mods that make this super useful unless I'm just hunting the Project Ironcrowned humans. Because I don't even think that Chirurgeon counts as a human. And that was really fun. I like how Cho changed the fight up. Like, I could target the bomb thing and make it do more damage than I dealt to the bombs to deal damage to Vvulf. And then essentially plus 4 damage as long as I'm targeting something that's marked. That's kind of cool. And then everyone who wasn't is level 6. Lily got Uncleanly, which we can probably get that off of her. blight resistant. I mean, she's gonna blight herself anyway, but if other people blight her, that's not great, and I don't like the disease resistance down. Diggs getting resolution isn't the biggest deal. I don't like people drinking or going to the tavern, really. Hashimoto's, however, ouch, we're gonna get rid of that. Minus speed, minus healing done, and minus stress relief done. I'm not sure how to pronounce this disease, Sithis, but minus dodge, minus damage, and minus food consumed. And then she got Luckware, which I like.
You answered
And Wheel
the
of
letter.
Fortune, so I could go and get more from the Ringmaster if I wanted. And they do have some nifty trinkets. I did pass one up recently. Like, here's one for the Bounty Hunter that's actually really good if they're in position 1, plus protection, plus damage, plus stun chance, plus move chance if in position 1. That's one of the better damage trinkets, let alone all the other stuff they have, if they're in position 1, for example. We are going to get Sithis, something like that, and then we're gonna get Hashimoto's off of Diggs. I am actually gonna get Uncleanly here off of Lily. I do kind of wish that the Ancient Dragon Claw there had a little more, either more movement resistance down, or that the pull and knockback had a higher chance. Just because at this rank, as you kind of see here, she basically has almost no chance to actually, it's like a 20% chance to move with that, and I think it would be a more fun trinket if she would move more with it. Don't make it like at 100% chance, but maybe even just like a 50-50 or something like that. I think it would be a lot more fun of a trinket. That's just my thought on it though. Because why was it higher then? She might have had a quirk that's not there anymore. Yeah, it was probably a quirk. Quirks notwithstanding and all, I do think that should have a slightly higher chance. It would have been a little more fun to use it. Now, on lower level ones, it probably has a higher chance and it probably is a bit more fun. I could see that being very big in dance parties and building around that. So maybe that's what was kind of intended with it. So now check if there's anything fun around the hamlet. Nothing I really need. So let's go to the farmstead just to try to level this up a little bit. Let's see who would be good here. Alright, so we're going to be going to level up the farmstead a little bit. Just another medium, giving us a few crests, and the blacksmith glove for the runaway, which is plus 20% damage, minus 7 crit. We're going to be using the silent again, bringing the specimen, which on monster kill, all monsters blight 3 for 3 rounds, which will snowball into the other blight stuff that we're doing, especially with her, and the tough bandages, so maybe this time she'll survive. So she gets plus 30% protection, and on attack miss, she'll get plus 20% protection on top of that. She also has Farmstead Tactician, so going into the Farmstead, she gets plus 15% damage in there, and then in addition to that, she gets plus 15% damage versus husks and minus 15% stress versus husks. She also has plus 5 accuracy. Just in general. We then have Audrey, who's going to be blighting once again, usually using poison daggers, but we also have thrown dagger plus damage versus blighting, plus damage versus marked, flashing daggers just to do AoE damage, and then toxin trickery to cure blight, bleed, and up her dodge and speed, carrying the knife pouch, so plus damage with range skills, and on range hit buff her own speed, and then blight amulet to up the blight amount and up her blight resistance, so instead of doing 3 for 4 rounds, she's going to be doing 4 for 4 rounds and lowering blight resistance. We then have Zoe the Librarian to mark targets, which will help with the pre-mentioned damage versus marked and up damage received. We have Peace of Mind to lower stress and minus stress received. We're going to have Improvised Tactics, which will always only trigger the above torch, so plus accuracy plus protection, and Tonics Tinctures to cure blight and bleed and restoration 6 for 2 rounds, which then we have Amethyst's Head, so plus 60% restoration applied. So instead of doing 6, I'm thinking that's gonna be around 10 because of 60%. My math may be off there. But then I also have the puzzle box for the Librarian, upping our scouting chance, minus the monster surprise chance, and plusing our party surprise chance. However, that being said, the more we scout, if we scout, we cannot be surprised. So it's a little bit of a gamble there. As long as we do scout, we won't be surprised. However, if we don't scout, there's a chance we will be surprised. We then have Silent, who I'm actually going to throw into row 3 so we can use Retreating Shot for the riposte, because she can only use that in row 3. We then have Aim Shot, so damage versus marked, Buckshot to hit the first 3 rows, and Piercing Shot, which will up her damage, and refreshes on use as long as she kills something in a battle, and is limited to once a battle. We then have Agile Boots, which is +1 speed and additional riposte duration, which we will be using Retreating Shot, and Ancestor's Candle, so as long as the torch is above 50, which in the Farmstead is always above 50, she gets plus dodge and plus damage. So with that being said, let's go level up the Farmstead and these people. Taking some food, some shovels, anti-venom is going to be a little important in there, a few bandages, a few medicinal herbs, keys, Laudanum to bring back any comet shards I can. Don't really need torches, Kraken ribbons to level people up, and I will call it that. So there are Kraken ribbons for extra experience, on top of the fact that we have the area guide for extra experience, so that's a little overkill. They're going to receive 125% resolve experience because of the Librarian and those Kraken ribbons. Now that being said, I'm going to go over here just in case it is a room battle. It doesn't say it is, but you never know. Sometimes they are mislabeled. It's very, very rare. And otherwise, I get to use this for the comet shards. Or sometimes trinkets. And we already have a hunger check, that's why I brought extra food, just in case. It's not expecting that just to be an open bag. Then we get to go down here. We haven't scouted yet, which is... Alright, there we go. 2 battles right there, and I am going to go up for those curios. They are hungry buggers. Alright, we got a Sleeper's Reverie, Petrified Mare, Sleeper's Herald. So right off the bat, I'm going to blight the Herald. Don't have to do anything to it anymore, as long as I blight it. Nope. Let's switch to Poisoner's Tools. I can Corpse Explosion it, it blights the other stuff. We at least got the Mater. Know thy enemy on the Reverie. Marking it. And then we're going to Retreating Shot on it. That way we have our riposte. And this is the thing I want down the most now.
The horror.
So Poison Dagger on it. Trying to blight. There we go, blight for 4. We are going to improvise tactics for the additional accuracy.
Gnawing uncertainty.
I'm going to Catalyst to additionally blight it if I can. So there's 14 blight. I'm going to Aimed Shot to add it. Oh, very good dodge there. And let's do Roan Dagger to do extra damage to it. It should go down to blight now. And we can take this bugger out. So let's do Piercing Round. And down he goes.
As the enemy crumbles.
So now we're just going to do Peace of Mind to get stress down. And Corpse Explosion, because I can.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Taking everything and going up. I'll get those on the way back. I get to remove a negative quirk. Ashen would be a good one. Yeah, let's try to go for Ashen. There we go. It's always a gamble with those. Hunger. Again, really? Alright, so let me think here. Let's blight the Herald. He goes down.
And improve.
Improvise tactics, up accuracy, all that jazz. Tools of the trade. And let's just neutralize the foreman for now. That way, up crits received. I did not put the Musketeer back in row 3, so we can't use the riposte. Let's do aim shot on the foreman.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
You know, the more I think about it, the more I'm not sure how those bandages are giving so much protection unless they're made out of, like, steel. Because there's armor in this game that gives less protection. I am going to need to heal Audrey. And do another aimed shot taking out the foreman. Let's guarantee that. Or can I do a buckshot and do it? I cannot, so down he goes.
Is broken. Maintain the offensive.
Healing Audrey, getting rid of Blight Bleed. Tools of the trade. And we're just going to Catalyst the Mater for now. I thought I used Catalyst. Then Poison Dart the Scarecrow.
Impressive.
And I can Buckshot and take them out. Corpse Explosion. Lighting the Scarecrow.
Give them no quarter.
Light should take him out, so let's Tincture Tonic again, healing Audrey.
The slow death.
And take what we can.
Unforgiving.
Thankfully getting another scout. We're gonna default party order before I forget. And go to the battle room. Alright, it's a rugged vine so it doesn't get multiple turns. We're gonna hit the Herald again, hopefully blighting. That's a no, but we can Corpse Explosion it now. Or not. We are going to improvise tactics.
The blood.
Love the extra protection there. Okay, then... How much extra damage is this? 2 plus armor piercing. That would not help take out the Crystal Vine. Might help me take out the Mater. Or I can just do retreating shot on someone. You know what? Let's gamble. Taking out Mater. I guess not. And do flashing daggers because that'll hit the Mater and the Crystal Vine. We're going to Corpse Explosion, hitting the Sleeper's Herald, blighting the rest. We're going to Tincture Tonic, healing Silent, getting the blight off. And if I Buckshot, I'll probably take out the Vine, hurting the Scarecrow. Because Blight takes it out now. Very nice. And then I can just do Poison Dart. And then also get rid of Audrey's Blight and heal her. Gonna Tools of the Trade so I can start in first tools next time.
Precision and power.
And there we go. And take the jade,
Foolish horrors.
take the money.
Brought low and
Actually
driven
can
to
just
the
use the
mud.
firewood here to get rid of it. Ooh, we're just gonna eat till we're full. Using the holy water, taking the sake gourd. We're gonna prevent nighttime ambush with a good story, upping virtue chance, upping death blow resistance. And I'm gonna do night moves for scouting chance. We're gonna do caltrops for the reflection, and I don't believe I have anything else I can do. So I forgot to get the right stuff on silent here for the plus damage on her. We will take the crooked coin. Let's get rid of a stack of money. And we're gonna go down. We'll come back to that. One last spot to have a food check, which we're having a lot of lately. I still need shovels for that. Yeah, we can get rid of bandages.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
So I doubt I'm going to be doing any backtracking with how often I'm doing food checks.
Waiting to be spent.
There's another scout, 2 curios, and survey says more money.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
I can use a key here, which gets me more food that I actually need. Don't need that, and I'm pretty sure I have regenerating tomatoes. However, that being said, let's do that. Then we're going to go down to the battle room. Maybe try for heirlooms. Treacherous rogue covens. Not expecting them. Why did you squeeze the rat? So that's plus dodge plus speed there. Not that, the plus dodge did anything against the rogues. A little bit of damage reflection here for what they're doing to us. Not sure that that's going to go and do anything, so we're just going to pass the turn. Improvise tactics for now. Just get that buff going. And we legitimately cannot do anything with the silent for now. Because now that we can, let's hit row 2. Blighting.
Quakes.
Didn't realize they got plus death blow chance. We are going to get rid of the bleeding, healing the Musketeer. Which now they can be bleeding again, but alright, whatever. If I do buckshot, that one's probably going to go down with the blight. I do want to corpse explosion it. So what I actually could probably do is just retreating shot the one in the back. And I can corpse explosion that one, and that one's going to go down. Take out more of them that way. Alright, so tools of the trade go to poisoners tools. We're going to corpse explosion roll 4. As long as this hits, roll 2 goes down. And the others are blighted. And because that, I think blight spreads even further. Yeah, because of the specimen. Now, poison dart this one. It's blighted for 15 out of 16.
And purpose.
That's 3, so let's heal Zoe just because we can. Then we're gonna corpse explosion again. Actually thought he would go down. And a buckshot. Coven down. I do wonder what the Coven was actually doing there.
Be wary.
Didn't realize I had Onyx, and we will heal with the blood potion. Free heal. I'm gonna go up to the secret room here. I guess we needed to eat again. Wow, I'm needing to do that a lot.
If only treasure could stop.
I do not think I need to use a shovel, so we'll get rid of that. And we'll get rid of the medicinal herbs, because I still need a key for this. And there's a chance that, high chance that that's gonna need the laudanum. Wow. It's a good thing I brought all that extra food. Alright, this should be very quick and easy. Alright, let's blight the one in the back. It goes down.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life
Corpse explosion. This one, it should spread. 3. It resisted the other buckshot. It goes down.
falls.
Gonna continue adventuring because I can search this for
But a victory.
guards. There's 10 more. Trap disarm. Really? Alright.
Carelessness will find no clemency in this place.
I was actually kind of hoping I could use something here, but I guess not.
Trinkets and baubles.
We're gonna get rid of the
paid for
key
in blood.
and go up. There should not be any more battles.
Mind that such missteps are the exception and not the rule.
And I get to use this. Not what I was expecting. Not gonna complain. And we're out. Cool. So, I mean, got a few combat shards. Got the puzzling trapezohedrons, so 23,000 there. Few heirlooms and the blacksmith glove. And because of all the plus resolve experience, Silent hit level 5, Zoe hit level 5, Audrey hit level 4, Silent hit level Silent the Musketeer hit level 4. I have to preface that now. But yeah, wasn't Audrey and Silent the Musketeer at level 3? And then I want to say the actual Silent was still level 3 still, wasn't she? I'll throw up their levels right here from what they started at. But that's ridiculous for like a medium. Plus 14 resolve experience is awesome. So we got Hippocratic, which is actually not great on the Silent. She got the Black Plague, so we need to get rid of that. Stress faster on Audrey, so minus food consumed if stress above 50, so she won't eat. Faded on Silent, which is actually really good to me. And then Fear of Rats.
Trouble yourself not with the cost of this crusade. Its noble end affords you
So, getting rid of this.
in your choice of means.
Did anyone else have a disease? Yeah, we got smallpox on Julia, so I'm gonna get rid of that as well. I think I was getting rid of something else on her while I was doing stuff. Everything else here, I think, is like a normal thing, or the warpstone tended. Then we can get rid of stress. Oh, and then this is Pelagic Embrace, which I'm fine with. It's a little weird, but it's livable. Oh, that's right. Musashi only drinks. And then I can have these guys sit around. Silent, I'm fine having sit around. Nothing for me there. Nomad Wagon doesn't really have anything for me. I suppose I gotta do this for Musashi, just so he's not afflicted anymore. And I think I'm gonna do the Performance Hall. I want to upgrade the Abbey a little bit more, but to do that I need more busts. So in the meantime, like, crests are pretty easy to get, so we'll do that. And I have a lot of blueprints laying around, so we'll construct this. So I'll start getting Performance Hall ribbons, which are awesome. Plus stress relief dealt, which for some heroes is amazing. Bringing the Thrall, that's a big thing. And then plus speed in addition. Did not unlock anything there, however I wasn't really expecting to. The Impaling Pauldron on him would be actually kind of interesting because it adds to his riposte and I kind of like that. So unless one of these bosses has something I really want, I'm probably going to do that. So I'm probably going to be going back into the Farmstead next time to get that, just so I can get the Impaling Pauldron for the Thrall, just so I can get more utility out of him for when I want to use him. Not that he doesn't have a lot of utility as is for like when I want to put him in row 4, but this is like a riposte utility thing, which is kind of fun. So that'll be the plan for next time, and because longs in the Farmstead usually actually aren't all that long, I'll probably be doing another dungeon after that, just because I'm usually aiming to just do as much as I can in these episodes. Otherwise, this would be taking probably over a year if I didn't, just because I know this would be like over a 200 week thing, and I'm only in week 138 here, although we are making pretty good time. But yeah, that'll be the plan, and we will go from there. What team I'm going to use, I don't know, because we're leveling up people pretty quickly at this point, but we have options, as you can see. So that'll be it for this time. As always, I wish you all well. I'll see you next time, and please have a good one.